Yo, Pace, what is... And interestingly about it is that it will automatically open for us when we reset, because the game itself is like programmed and saying, oh hey, you're resetting an area, you must have gotten through this starter gate. So it automatically opens even if you don't open it when you reset. And we are going to be resetting hopefully only twice in this run. 3 times if it goes poorly, and that is because of the speed tasks. We have a 7-minute timer to complete all of the tasks in each area, and that only resets on a reset. And so we're going to try to do 2 areas within 1 reset, and we lost a sandwich. Sandwich down. This is Groundskeeper Willie. This is the garden. There are 4 areas to Goose Game. We have the garden, we have High Street. Oh, it fell off again. Wonderful. Please stop. So all the main tasks, basically there's like 7 or 8 tasks, and you complete all but one of them, and it will unlock a final task. And when you complete that final task, it will then allow you access to the next area. There are also 15 hidden tasks. So that was the first one of those 15, which is to lock the groundskeeper out of his own garden. And so we're going to take care of about 10 of those, I think, during the main portion of the game. And then we're going to roll the credits, and we're going to do some post-game at the end. And we're going to get the remainder of the hidden tasks. But we're going to get all of our speed tasks and all of our main tasks out of the way here during the main portion of the game. The longest and most tedious in each area is the gather task. We skip those in the any % glitchless category. Just because of how long they are. Well, this is not where I want him to be at all. I need to grab that pumpkin. So, because the fact that he is over there, it is not good. We're not able to grab that pumpkin, but, you know, we can distract him a little bit. And now we get to do probably the best part of the run, which is butt cabbage, but he is, again, not cooperating here. So we're going to distract him once again, get him to do something else so that we can get this cabbage and the pumpkin. So the pumpkin is required for the gather task. Every good picnic needs a pumpkin. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of your picnics have pumpkins. But one of the hidden tasks is to bring the cabbage to the picnic as well. And so we use the goose butt to do that. Hence, butt cabbage. There we go. That was actually a pretty good cabbage. Even with Willie's interruption there. So we're going to continue. This is kind of a scripted part of things for this last thing, the thermos. It'll get him in position for some additional tasks that we still need to do to finish up the garden. Garden is definitely the most RNG heavy part of the run, which is really nice because that means that all of our resets, or most of our resets due to RNG, are at the beginning of the run. But so the timing on the way this all works is he gets to put this flower back. We're going to steal his hat because that's a task, not specifically to steal it, but to get him to put on his sun hat, which is resting over here. And then while he's distracted, we're going to steal the rake. And that is everybody's favorite task, rake in the lake. So I hope you guys are going to get hyped for some rake in the lake action, because we're dragging, and we're going to take a pit stop here to grab a carrot so that we can finish our picnic. Our 9-item picnic here. There we go. The thermos wasn't quite on that blanket, so I had to just bump into it there when we dropped the carrot, and that got it on. So we've completed all but one, and that means the groundskeeper is going to start his final task. While he's doing that, we finish raking the lake, so we've now done all of the main tasks except for the final task. And we should make it back here in time. Ooh, just in time to do that. However, oh good, his spade isn't there. Oh, good, because his spade is over here. Forgot about that. That's going to be a slight problem, but we'll sort that out. There we go. So we need him to chase us here. This is going to be a little awkward because there is a setup, but I didn't get to do it because I forgot that the spade wasn't in its normal place. But this is another hidden task that we're going to be working on here, and he's going to bump into us once more. But thankfully, he's set on that hammer. So we're going to be able to do this. So a main task is to have someone buy back one of their items, but a hidden task is to have someone from outside of High Street buy back one of their items. And so we're going to get him to buy back his spade. He is from the garden, not from High Street. And while that's going on, we're going to complete another hidden task, which is to make the scales go ding, and one more hidden task at the same time too. We're going to trip the boy in the puddle. So there are 5 different hidden tasks in High Street. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to reset so that we can do the speed task for High Street. So after the reset, so because we've already had someone buy back an item, that's triggered on our task list is already completed. So that helps us for our progress towards the final task, but it does not help us towards our progress for the speed task. All the speed tasks need to be done during the same reset. So we are going to have the boy buy back his plane, even though we've already had the other buyback happen. However, we are going to be able to get her to open up the garage, which is the final task, with 2 things not completed because of having Willy having bought back that stuff. We have this umbrella here because that is another hidden task. It is the 4th one that we're doing here in High Street. High Street is pretty quick of an area. We need his glasses, though. Nope, nope. Okay. Woo, there we go. Shopkeeper not cooperating. Okay. It's good. We did not want the shopkeeper there, to see what was going on. Have her, because she would aggro and grab her broom, which would not be good. But now she's going to start her final task, because all but 1 has been completed, although all but 2 have been completed in this area. Okay, and so now we're going to do our gather task while all of the NPCs are distracted. She opened the garage, which is what we want, because we still have 1 more hidden task and the final task that we're going to need to do. Where is my apple? Nope, that is the toy. Nope, please, apple. Thank you. There we go. If you zoom in, it shows you the outlines of items, makes it a little bit easier to see stuff that is hidden behind other objects. Okay, and so our final hidden task is to trap the boy in the garage. Our main final task is to trap the shopkeeper in the garage, so we're going to trap them both in the garage at the same time. 2 NPCs, 1 garage closing. If I can actually just hit the garage there. And so, be like Goose, make sure that you are hygienic. Use your toothbrush, even if it is a toothbrush out of the trash can. Gotta have clean teeth. And also be like Goose, only use 1 roll of toilet paper. There we go. We have completed all of our main tasks plus 5 hidden tasks here in High Street. We now have 7 hidden tasks completed, and we're going to try for the 2 reset. Do we have any donations? This would be a great time for them.
We do not currently have any donations, so you're watching this, go ahead, send us your honks and your money so we can send it on to COVID-19 Relief Fund for Hackensack Meridian Health. There is also the donation incentives you can donate to.
So get that in. That was Teapot Cycle right there. That is really unfortunate. Teapot Cycle happens very, very rarely. Not good. We're now waiting and losing a ton of time due to RNG. And because this is the 2 reset that I'm attempting here, we're going to try to get both of these 2 areas completed within the same 7-minute period. We only have 1 minute of total leeway, and so that really doesn't help having Teapot Cycle there. That's going to wind up making this 2 reset hundo attempt here really, really tight and a little monka. So we'll see. Hopefully everything else goes well here. In the back garden. These neighbors, we call them Tina and Roger. They are the tidy and the messy neighbor. But I'm a little nervous. If we wind up just missing the bell, we're gonna wind up losing like 5 minutes. However, my estimate does factor that in, so as a worst case scenario. So no matter what happens, we will be okay, but I would hate to have to do this area twice. It's just, it's never fun. So the back garden is really tightly cycled through on everything that we're going to do. We have to become the prettiest goose in all of the village right here. Get up and get our little bow. So we built up our bust. There is a hidden task to do there as well, but we're gonna do that in post game to build up the bust with items from outside of High Street. But there's it's too complicated to do that all within the 2 reset, and we're able to bring a bunch of items over at the same time, and so it winds up being faster to do it twice, and doing the second time in post game. So we have to do the laundry though. That requires the soap, the bra, 2 socks, and a slipper. Conveniently, another one of the tasks is to take off both of Roger's slippers and make him go barefoot. So we will get both of those at the same time. We already took off his first slipper earlier. We are controlling Tina right now. We have what we call a clench cycle that we are setting up right now. We are on pace to get the clench cycle. So this back garden is actually going really well after that initial teapot cycle. And it's gonna be really close here. I don't know if we're gonna make this. Oh god. Oh, clench it with me, guys. Alright, we made it. That cycle is definitely tight. Thankfully, we have not heard the bell yet. Have not heard the bell. Now we just have to wait. This is the part where it's like, oh god, are we going to make the 2 reset or not? We have to wait for the vase to break. The vase is going to get thrown out of the house right after us. Okay. Alright. Whew. The hard part of the run is pretty much over now. We made the 2 reset. Wow. So we made it cleanly. We got a no bell 2 reset. And so then we hit into, this is the final area of the game, the pub. We do our reset, and we are now home free. We will not be resetting anymore. We have to wait to get into the pub anyway, because the shopkeeper's assistant there, the assistant, call her box girl, she blocks your path, so we're going to need to move that box anyway, so we just wind up moving it part of the way now, because we need to do something, and so it's just convenient to do it a little bit there. We have to drop this pint glass in the canal. We want to lure the pub lady out so that we can do some other stuff without her bugging us, because she is 1 part Terminator, 1 part linebacker. Very, very determined individual. Are we gonna get in here? Nope, we're gonna have to mess with him. There we go. Otherwise, he would just chase us. Please fall. This is Bouncer Vinny. Bouncer Vinny, thank you for falling. Still potentially problematic that Vinny is up here. I never like it. He could see us as we're doing some of this other stuff, in which case he's going to start chasing again, and that's not so great. So we need to set the table, which is bringing all of these items to the back of the pub. We also need to get this boat. I forgot the pepper. That's why this timing was off. So we need this pepper. It's another one of the items. Ah, shit, he saw us. So, nope. No, come on. No! What is happening? Oh, that's so stupid. That's a clip that you can do there, but it doesn't always work. And so it didn't work there. That is unfortunate. Oh well, that's just a little bit of time loss, no big deal. So we have to do... Really, old man? That's weird. He should have turned around and not seen us, but basically we have to do 2 things with the old man. We have to make him fall on his bum, and we have to honk at him to break the dartboard. We also steal his hat because that is a hidden achievement. We took the boat because that's going to be for a hidden achievement or hidden task as well. That's the only reason that we still need the boat. Other categories do not need the boat. So we have 2 tasks remaining. They can be completed in either order, which is to honk to break the dartboard and to finish setting the table. Let's check in. We don't want to miss the darts. What is he doing? What is going on with old man here? Not really sure what he is doing. Is he going to do darts right now? No, he is just sitting with his harmonica. That is wonderful. I have no idea what cycle he is on. That's really, really weird, but we'll roll with it. Okay, he's getting up to do darts now, so we'll just wait. If the timing worked out better, we could grab Vinny, because we need to drop a bucket on his head. That's going to be the final task. But I think if I went to do that, I would have missed that dart cycle, and really painful. It's about 40 seconds to wait around for it again. We're moving the hat because we're going to use that for a second hidden task in the post-game. So just a lot of just manipulating our NPCs, getting them around in position, moving items to where we want them to be. There we go. We need Vinny here in the back so that we can drop that bucket on his head. And that is going to just about finish up the main game. Pub lady, can you please? Anyway, that's fine. We have to wait for Vinny here anyway. We're gonna grab that boat because we are a hip party goose. We gotta sneak by here. Alright, and so one of the hidden tasks is to drop the boat under a bridge. And so we're just gonna drop it there, use the momentum, and sail it under a bridge. Another hidden achievement. We're gonna do some nice little glitches here, if I can actually do basic movements. And we're just gonna climb up this. Wow, I missed the bell. Okay, cool. Just try that. Let's try that again. Just gonna climb up the side. Climb up the side, please. Grab the bell. All right. Hey, third time is the charm. Still probably faster than doing it the intended way. This is a nice and calming speedrun. Unless you are trying to speedrun it yourself, then it is an incredibly frustrating speedrun. Because the NPCs do not cooperate. Once again, fences are optional. And we're going to just, because of that, be able to skip the entire bell return. Any percent glitchless is the only category where you actually do the bell return. Every single other category has some way or another to skip it. Alright, and we are done with the main portion of the game. I don't know if we happen to get any donations in, but another opportunity for them. And if not, people get your donations in.
No donations yet. Please, even $1 helps. We're currently at $2,853.55, but every penny, every dollar going to Hackensack University Medical Center Foundation is helpful. Even just $3 pays for an N95 mask for healthcare workers. So please donate, and you can always put them towards incentives such as the Ocarina of Time's file name, which is currently at Daddy.
Goose is not happy. Goose is honking because you are not donating. You do not want a honking, angry goose. You can see the trouble that Goose causes. Get out of the... Oh, are you kidding me? Box girl, out of my way. Honk. I honk at you. I'm not gonna stop honking until you guys donate. This is now a constant honk run.
We do have one donation for $20 from Chagrin that just says honk.
Very nice. It's not enough, though. We need more from people. Going to continue to honk. So this is the post-game. We have to do a couple of just kind of tedious things that we can't do in the main part of the game because of the resets. We have to collect 5 flowers. There's 1 flower in each area of the game, and deposit them in the basket in the middle there. We also have to score a goal with the soccer ball. The goal is in the back garden. Soccer ball is here in High Street. Can you get out of my way, please? So, and we have to do some other stuff. We have to catch an item that's thrown over the fence. That's in back garden. And we have to get thrown over the fence. That's in back garden. We have to perform while wearing a ribbon. That's going to be back garden and pub combined. And then we also have some final stuff at the end. So the run does not end once we complete all of the tasks. There is a final thing that we are going to do. So even though there's only a few hidden tasks to do, post-game does take about 10.5 to 11.5 minutes, just because of all of the walking and movement that we need to do between all of these areas to just collect stuff and take it from A to B. Alright, so ready to embrace our inner Lionel Messi. No, don't go in the shop though. We do not want to take the soccer ball through the shop. Shopkeeper is not very kind in our soccer playing. But we need these glasses as well. So we're going to move both the soccer ball and we're going to start working on the hidden task of dressing up the bust with items from outside of the back garden. And these glasses are going to be one of those 3 items that we're going to use. We are also going to use the old man's hat, which is why we started to move that to a easier to access and time-saving location within the pub. All right, this is sloped, so it makes it a little bit more challenging to continue playing soccer. The back garden itself is also sloped, fun fact. Plank RNG, can we get some? No, we did not get good planks. So the final boss of Goose Game, you probably didn't know that Goose Game had a final boss, but there is a final boss of Goose Game, and getting good plank RNG helps make that fight so much easier. Sadly, we did not get good planks right there. We'll come back to that though when it happens. We did want Roger there to pick up the soccer ball first. That is ideal. Can we? Oh wow, he really threw that hard. Roger does not normally throw the soccer ball all the way over. It normally gets stuck on the other side of the xylophone. So good on you, Roger. Maybe you're doing a little strength training here in quarantine, hitting the protein shakes and the weights. All right, getting the soccer ball set up for later on, and distract Tina. She's going to start building the bust. We also need, as we said, we need to get made the fancy goose again. Is the duck the final boss? No, the duck is not the final boss. So we need to leave that sock right there. There is a reason for it.
And we got a couple more donations. Cami MCL donated $5 and says, "Hi Tass, here is coin."
Thank you, Cami.
Donated $30 and just said honk. And then DMD Barry donated $100 and said 100 to not stop honking.
Nice. All right, so we will keep honking here. We have a kind of jank clip that we're gonna do to use the rose to get out of the back garden. Let's see, hey, there we go. And as I keep saying, right, we use the sock to clip to the other side, use the rose to clip out right there. Walls and solid objects really are optional in this game. So we have 4 of our flowers now. We are the prettiest goose, and we are going to remain the prettiest goose for almost the entirety of the rest of the run. We can keep honking here. Why not? And so we're gonna do another performance. There we go. So we've now performed, and we're gonna get this flower again because we do need the flower. We need him to come over here though. Thank you, Vinny. So we just don't want him at the front because we're gonna need that hat. And here is that box that we went and positioned earlier. We're gonna drop the flower. We're gonna drop the hat in it, and we are going to move 3 items at one time. Interestingly, with Goose Game is objects do have weight. So when you put stuff into the box gets heavier and it gets dragged slower. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Mistakes were made. I should not have been honking. My honking caused this to happen. Okay. So we're gonna have to get that box back, but in the meantime, we will drop the flower. Normally, we just drag the box over really close, and then it'll trigger. But we have time to spare because we had to wait, so might as well do that. I didn't think about the consequences of my actions, guys. I am sorry.
Well, you did get $100 to not stop honking.
We did. It was worth it. It was for the donations. We did it for the donations. It was worth it. What's a little time loss if it raises money for a good cause? Can we get the box the correct way up again, please? Thank you. I almost did it again. Yes, I was very concerned that I nearly just did it again. Very close to not learning from my mistakes. Oh, Goosebutt almost causing problems. Alright, here we go. This is the most exciting part of Goose Game 100%. Dragging the box. So as I was saying, their objects do have weight to them. So by putting 2 objects into the box gets heavier and it's harder and slower to drag it. In some other categories, all hidden tasks, we drag the box with nothing in it, and you drag it a lot faster. Try to get some power honking going on here. So we have 4 tasks remaining. Oh yeah, go ahead. Please go ahead with more donations.
We have a donation from a freebie for $5. It says, nothing beats watching speedruns all day. Can't wait for that OOT 100%, so put my donation towards naming the file Banjo. And then one from ADAF for $10. It says, kiss everyone from France. Thank you so much for your donations.
Nice. Okay, that's good. Didn't get there's a bug where some weird stuff can happen. Roger, what are you doing, buddy? Okay, hey, Roger was getting distracted, and then he was not distracted. He was walking around. The NPCs kind of just do what they want in this game. That's not good. I needed to catch that. Alright, we got one more chance. Can we please catch the flower? We need to catch an item. Thank you. Whew. Thrown over the fence. So she's gonna finish the bust. We're gonna finish up soccer. We're going to finish up soccer. Please. If I can see, I can't see my soccer ball. Goal! Congratulations, a reward is waiting for you at home. So, just because we have now completed all of the tasks in the game, all of the main tasks, all of the hidden tasks, all of the speed tasks, we are not done. There is a reward for us back at our little starting goose nest, nook, home, call it what you will, and we have to go find out what that reward is. After making a slight pit stop back at the garden. Because we have to torment the groundskeeper one more time. There is a reason for this. Promise.
And just a reminder to everyone that all funds do go directly to the Corona Relief Fund by Hackensack Meridian Health.
So this is our reward. We have a crown. And the 100% category timing ends when the crown goes on the goose's head. So we manipulated the groundskeeper there to get him up here so that he will put the crown on our head faster. Crown me. Crown me. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Just put it on my head. Thank you. There we go. Time. 30:55. Hopefully, not the best run, but hopefully that was entertaining to all of you. We can do one little celebration here. Like to finish off runs in the best way possible. Doing a little surfing. Because I'm sure you guys all knew that after a hard day of tormenting villagers, every good goose likes to go surfing.
Well, and the goose is just being smart, because of course we want to make sure that you're getting out and getting exercise safely.
So now we're going to go surfing to finish things off. There we go. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed Goose Game 100%, Goose Game speedrunning. I've been Tasselfoot. GSA, really appreciate you letting me participate. And if you're interested in Goose Game speedrunning, definitely check out the Discord and the guides on speedrun.com. If you enjoy my shenanigans, please feel free to give me a follow at twitch.tv/Tasselfoot. And keep getting those donations in. Stay tuned for the next run and all of the runs through the rest of the weekend. Have a great one, guys. Peace.
Definitely. Make sure that you're getting those donations in. We are going to take a brief break before Super Mario Odyssey here coming up. So you can still get those donations in, and they will be read afterwards. Remember, all donations go to the Corona Relief Fund and are very helpful. Thank you, and we will see you later.